What?
Raise your eyebrows.
I know.
Guys, we just finished coffee. We just finished.
Guys, hi guys. Welcome to my vlog. Nah, fuck this place. I'm so hot. Look how unattractive I look. You wanna be part of my vlog?
Yeah, you can have it first. I would like to. Oh my god.
Do you watch my vlog? And the tips? So, did you watch the coronation one? Hey.
Yeah, no, they picked that one. And mango orange and mango egg.
Sup, whānau. I'm walking down to my car after getting to work. I think I got here at 7:45 and it's 5 o'clock right now. It might even be after 5 o'clock. But yeah, a full-on non-stop day of hot chips, Coke, water, Powerade. But today was a busy as fuck day. Like, it was so crazy. Just having to manage the energy output, making sure that we had enough. But what's interesting is if I could compare it to yesterday. So yesterday I didn't come and record anything because fuck man, I would have. I mean, you know what, coming to my vlog to what's the word that I'm looking for? Okay. Fuck man, yesterday I served a customer. No, let's reset. I work at a netball association, and the current model is to ask the parents of the kids to volunteer in the canteen, so that the canteen can be making as much money possible. I've been only in this position for like 10 months. And at the start I thought, oh, okay, cool. I'll try and manage volunteers. Like I've not worked in that capacity, but I have been involved in church life once upon a time, and I understand volunteer groups. But the thing is that what I work in this canteen one day a week is hustle busy. Like, it's one of the busiest hospo places that I've worked in a minute. And so it's not volunteer based work in terms of, like, I can't get them to serve on my tills. All I can get them to do is little things like filling drinks and stuff. But majority of the time, they're not interested in volunteering. And so, like, it's like kind of thrusted upon them from the Netball Association, but also for the club that their daughter plays for. And so typically, if a mum doesn't want to go and volunteer, I cough it as soon as they walk in. And that's a whole ass interesting thing. But yesterday there was a lady, and man, our interaction, for it to be her just being my volunteer, apparently, like, she just came and let it rip. And actually, I'm gonna go up to my son, but I might get back to this. I'm gonna come back and tell the story properly. Kia ora te whānau. I'm back at work. It's not a work day. I've come... Where's that Logan City Council thing? Logan, what up? I have come down to work to come sort out what I'm doing with all this bread. There's a bit of it already packed away in a freezer, and I've just got to like sort out the rest. But yeah, I was definitely over it yesterday, so it wasn't gonna happen. I need something to hold the store open, it's annoying. yeah, the canola spray oil door holder. But yeah, let's take a seat. So I have come back down because yesterday was a lot, and I just had to be present for the energy that I was exerting yesterday. Like nothing extra was needed. Fuck, I never wear my hair down, and I literally, when I was like watching a vlog this morning, I was thinking, girlfriend, wear your hair down. So I'm gonna try this week. I'm gonna try wear my hair down this week. Maybe that can be healing that. Healing why I tie my hair up. Healing why I feel not as good about, not as good. It's not like I feel, it's nothing towards my self-image. I think I've just gotten so used to myself with like a hair up that like looking even at myself with my hair down annoys me just because of things that don't annoy me about having an up style hair. So say if my hair's in a messy mun bun, I don't care that it's messy. I don't care that there's hair falling out the back. I just like seriously don't care. But my hair like this bothers me. It bothers me that like after the part, it's all like lumpy here. And then it's actually good temperament today. I've got pretty straight hair. This isn't straightened. This isn't brushed. This is just shampooed and conditioned a day ago or Saturday. So my hair's just pretty straight, like that's just it drying down. But yeah, it's like a halfway between, because when it's too straight I feel like it really highlights how like combed my hair is. But if it's dried down, I get these lumpy things at the back. All things that like seriously first world problems don't matter. But if we're fucking just talking about something random, yeah, that's the reason I don't wear my hair down. But what I would like to, I like the look of myself when I wear my hair down. I like that my hair's growing. And I literally, if I don't wear it down, when it's clean, it will stay in a mum bun for between washes. So, nah. I would like some difference, but what I might do, I'm going to, I really don't enjoy watching vlogs where people don't I don't know, frame the shot well. Only I would care about something like that. But okay, I'll explain it. I was watching BuzzFeed videos before, and it was like 10 different women got sent, 10 different people got sent flare jeans, and they had to style it how they would want to, and which is sweet, cool video, watched it all. But like so many of these 10 participants were just doing angles like this, and it's like, are you not making a video for YouTube about flare jeans? Like, I don't know about you, but I would say that you probably want to see the pants someone's wearing, but they all just like did their flare, and then they would go, you know, like these flares, and it's like, eh. But yeah, outfit check. I think these were just the cleanest things that I could find. Well, these last week, well, this last week, what you'll notice when you start following my channel, I have many clothes, but I do like repeating just what is clean. Don't we all? Don't you just grab what's clean? But yeah, I need to work out what to do with my bread. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming back underneath? I don't know the words. Been jamming DJ noise mixes like, I mean, all the time since life, since ever. But I'm just an old school DJ noise fan. I'm just old. But DJ noise mixes. If you want a vibe, if you just want to start your first 3 minutes of your life, of your day, or fucking stepping out of work, put a DJ noise mix on from YouTube. Specifically, one, it's called, the Sexual Healing DJ Noise Mix. Oof, it's on. I need a feeling the body good. I need a sexual healing. The body good. So I'm just packing away a whole heap of bread into the freezer. I think I ordered 900 bread rolls and I already still had about 60 bread rolls left over from the barbecue the day before. And I want to say they sold half the bread rolls. So out of 1,000 bread rolls, I want to say we must have about 400 or 500 left. Yeah, always fun. Always fun working in hospitality and trying to manage having enough stock and not running out of stock. And so what's funny is that, not funny, it's absolutely not funny, but I'll end my weekend with 400 extra bread rolls, but I did not run out of any drinks, which, cool. I ran out of Coca-Cola, but there was Coke Zero there. There was other options for people to have. Like, I have done a carnival at the start of the year and we literally ran out of fucking water. That was stressful. It was a really hot day. I didn't expect to be that busy. It was like our first Saturday back. But, wow. Did you see how scared I just got? My door just opened. Okay. If my hair could stay like that, just PS, back to the hair thing. If my hair could stay like that. Oh, we're on. We're on! So yeah, it's like a whole heap of leftover that stock. Pretty much everything else can be frozen except bread rolls. But we had a massive weekend. Just yesterday alone, this canteen, I'm going to show you how. I think I've been in here before, but like, there we go. There's my little humble kitchen that pretty much all that comes out of here is hot dogs from these benches and then hot chips from that fryer over there. This is where my stock sits. Oh, that's just sitting there because it's in my way. It usually sits at the front counter. This is usually where my son hangs out. He's our kaitiaki around here. Here's where yeah. I'm proud of our efforts. I'm proud of being able to manage my own stress for the last week because, you know, as you can imagine, a lot of moving parts. I've got to think about all the food that I've got to order, making sure that I have enough, making sure that I have enough room in this back room within my fridges and freezers. Also, whilst navigating, will it be cancelled because of COVID? If it does get cancelled, will I have somewhere to store my stuff? And so just to backtrack, 5 weeks ago, the carnival, netball carnival that we had yesterday, got cancelled because Queensland went into lockdown. So 5 weeks ago, I experienced the same hustle of getting prepared for this day yesterday. 5 weeks ago on the Saturday, that's when they announced the lockdown at like 10 a.m. So I was here receiving sausages from a Woolworths delivery, and literally it got cancelled. So like, I don't even know if I don't know if PTSD is the right word, but I definitely know like there was even just some apprehension going into this weekend, thinking, is this weekend gonna happen, you know? Whilst also still needing to prepare myself for this weekend, still needing to be still needing to make sure I have all the moving parts of stock. Like on site within our netball courts, there was like 100 teams. There's 10 girls per team minimum. So what's that? 1,000 people. So yeah, just even thinking like, will I have enough? Do I even have enough individual cans or bottles of drink to sell 1,000 people a drink each? Do I have enough kai within this space to sell that? And we did. We sold 7.5 G's worth of it yesterday. So proud. It's good to come back in for the reset. Definitely, I want to go back and recap on the exchange that I had with a pakeha volunteer right here in this space, actually. So it's interesting that I would record this. Like, when I asked her to leave, she was unpacking this Powerade box right here. This Powerade box right here. And these Powerades down here, she was unpacking them. So I will continue doing my red rolls, and then we're going to get into that story, because I'm quiet. It wasn't just like an exchange or a heated exchange. It wasn't just two people getting frustrated at each other. There was like some layers there in terms of like her position, my position, and how she thought she could talk to me because of who I was, based on me being a canteen lady, based on me being, I want to say, because I'm Māori, she had put me offside already. Obviously, that is something, I can't prove that, right? Shouldn't say anything about the color of my skin. All I can say from my lived experience is that this is the suburb that I grew up in. I went to primary school in the suburb. I went to high school in the suburb. I've done more of my life has like existed in this suburb than any other place. This is my tūranga waiwai. So when I tell you that that irregardless of what the words that were coming out of her mouth, her talking about Powerade and her talking about me being rude to her, she was trying to whakaiti my mana. She was trying to takahi on my mana in my space, and I was just meant to like cop it, and yeah, I just guess in a split second I was doing another job, and the way that she spoke to me, because I asked her to do something, I asked her to go and get some Powerade. Whoo! This lady just switched, and I was out the front putting out signs, and in the middle of doing something, right? So everyone's doing something. There's so many moving parts going on in this canteen. There's always someone doing something, and she just didn't like the exchange or the way that I like asked her to just pause because I was doing something else that I didn't have the time to talk to her right now. And so she just was getting pissed off. And then when we finally had an exchange where I was free to talk to her, whoo, did she let me know that for the last 10 minutes she didn't appreciate that I was like putting her on pause while serving customers, putting her on pause while talking to other people, not speaking to her how she thought I should talk to her because she was a volunteer. interesting because she was probably at least the 10th volunteer that I talked to that day. What happens is, at the moment, the model of this job is that I have staff, I have paid staff, but how this canteen is operated, probably since I was a little girl, is volunteer based. And so it's volunteer based, and I came into this thinking I could do that. I can manage volunteers, but you know, you just heard the numbers that I did in this fucking canteen over the weekend. That is not something that I can like let a stranger walk into this door as a volunteer. There's no way I can like prep that person to go into my canteen and deliver what we need, deliver the product that we need, take the chips how we need it, serve the chips how we need it, talk to my son how we need it, fill the drinks how we need it. It's I get a stranger walking in the store. I'm meant to discuss with them what I need them to do. I literally have 60 seconds because someone's asking me to make something, my son's asking me for it at the front, there's customers lining up, and then you'll have one indignant pakeha who will have a problem with me not having any jobs for them. It's so weird. Like, so I get people to bag lollies for me. Sometimes I don't want them to do it because we've got plenty of lollies bagged. They will get upset. Like, oh, you don't have anything for me to do? No, bro, I don't. So, because I'm not working on this volunteer model that this place has worked on. Yeah, so have this exchange. This lady comes in. We were busy. Yeah, to recap the whole thing. I was serving. We got 2 tills. I was serving, my son was serving. Maybe I'll even bring you into a new perspective. So I was serving, my son was serving, and as we're serving, like on the other side of this door is where all my customers are. The volunteer knocks at this door. First of all, annoying, you know what I mean? Like, we've got a back door. Obviously this door is like a thoroughfare of where interaction and customers are going on. So first I asked her, hey, can you wait outside? I'll be with you in 5 minutes. I could see on her face when she turned back out that door, like she was, she was just like felt like I was fobbing her off or being disrespectful. I could just tell on her face. Obviously that all is hearsay, you know what I mean? It's just in my opinion that I thought that she was thinking that of me. Anyway, 5 minutes later, we're still busy. One of my other girls was like, oh, should I get them to do drinks? I'm like, yes, sweet. So she asked this lady to do drinks. At the same time, 2 other volunteers rocked up at my back door. So then we're having to do this whole fucking exchange again, telling them what to do, telling them what we need, da-da-da-da. Whilst they were doing that, because we were busy and because we couldn't have an exchange with them, that volunteer that, you know, we got upset at each other, started getting pissed off. And so, you know, you can feel when someone's behind you and they're annoyed. So I'm served, like, this is my view. Customers come up to us. I'm serving drinks. I can feel this lady behind me holding a box of drinks, seething. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, okay. And so I could just feel it. I could feel that she was getting frustrated more frustrated than she was when she first come to that front door. So then what happens is I say to her, oh, I was at the front, like what I said earlier. I was at the front, I had to put some signs out because I just found the signs. We hadn't had them all morning. Whilst I'm out there doing the signs, she talks to me like, so she's still there with her drinks and I'm on the other side of that door, putting out signs on my balcony. Should I even just open the door? Let's fucking see what I look at. These are the netball courts. It's gonna probably be right, but I will readjust. Anyway, these are my netball courts. And so I can feel her getting frustrated behind me. And so I'm out here doing these signs. And so I go, oh, hey, could you just go and get more Powerade from the cold room? The cold room's outside. And she's like, we've already gone and got it. And I was just thinking, oh, what the fuck? What? Like, I've literally not even had an exchange with you yet, and you're gonna like talk back to me? Okay, I'll let that one pass. Then she comes out and then she's just like, oh, see, you guys don't even need Powerade up there. I told you before I went out and got this Powerade that you didn't need it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Could you go put it in the back fridge? Well, why would I? And then, anyway, she was just like, then she was like, well, why would I go and get them? Why would I go get the drinks if I already knew it was full? And so I was like, oh, there's a back fridge that I would like that back fridge to be full. And anyway, like listen to how stupid this exchange is. Like, listen to how stupid the exchange of even what we're talking about, like fucking bread, fucking Powerade. So she goes, so I say to her, that's all right, take the Powerade back to the back. So she comes with her Powerade, and then this is when she goes there, puts her box in, and then starts like, you know when someone's frustrated? She starts pulling the individual drinks out of the box and going, like shoving them all in there. And I come back. This is my shop, this is my house. And I come back and I'm like, is there something wrong? She was just like, oh, well, you just want to talk to me like I'm dumb. And I was like, oh, okay, sorry, let's reset. I apologize if I spoke to you like, and you feel like I spoke to you like you're dumb. We're pretty busy around here. I was just trying to let you know that I just want this back fridge full. And then she was like, on her fucking high horse again. No, but you didn't have to say it like that. And I was just thinking, hey. And then I stopped thinking. I was like, I hear what you're saying. I apologize for this exchange. Do you want to keep helping me? And she was like, oh, what do you want me to do? And I was like, do you know what, baby girl? Nah, no. Like, I'm polite. I will cater to pakeha because that is just how I've been raised. I have grown up in this place. I don't know whether it's like a performance ingrained, whether I just know the language of how to exist and coexist with pakeha in my whenua where I'm living. But I was just like, no. You're definitely not gonna have attitude with me, and I don't want your help if you're gonna have attitude. So I was like, hey, do you know what? It's all good, I don't need your help. And then she just kept boom, shoving her drinks in the fridge. And I was like, yeah, I really don't need your help. I'd like you to leave, please. And she's like, well, that's fine. I don't want to volunteer anyway. I'm not even going to volunteer tomorrow. Like, trying to like fucking throw it in my face. I was like, cool, baby girl. I don't want you. So then what happens is I've got 2 other volunteers right here with me. And I looked at them and I said, do you want to leave? Because you're more than welcome to. I'm not trying to force anyone to volunteer for me. And then they were like, no, we're fine. And then this bitch, who I had a fucking exchange with, is out here going, just go. Like, we don't need to stay. She's not even, and they were like looking at her like, didn't say anything. Didn't want to fight with her, didn't want to fight with me. Were happy to just fill drinks how I asked them to. So I had to kick someone out of my shop who was literally only in here for no more than 7 minutes over Powerade. And so at how minuscule the exchange was, to me that tells me that's more than you are having a bad day. You were trying to takahi my mana. You were trying to whakaiti my mana. You decided you were going to talk to me in a certain way because of how I present. And I know, even as a Māori, I know that prior to all of this deconditioning and healing, perhaps I would have just performed back. Hey, I'm sorry, and pandered. But I absolutely did not pander. And in her mind, that was rude. And I wasn't rude. I was polite as fuck. It's just interesting, I think, when you, what is the word that I'm looking for? Execute's not the word that I'm looking for. What's it called when we keeping our mana. Exercise our mana, exercise the right to use our mana. Like, man, such a just fucking interesting, like, waste of time. Coming outside, let's put our feet in the grass. Oh yeah, look, these are new trees that they've planted whilst we've been on COVID lockdown. I acknowledge the original custodians of this land. I pay my respect to Aboriginal leaders, past, present and future, for they hold the keys, the memories and the vision of this country. This land was never ceded, it was stolen, and it always will and always will be. Always was and always will be Aboriginal land. So, yeah. I can pump out food and chips and drinks to the note of 1,000+ people and run a canteen with my 14-year-old son and my 2 sister-in-laws, and then on the next day my cousin and her 2 daughters, my nieces, like, all of that I can do, you know? I'm not just like a little fucking girl around here. And like, that is the thing that really, why I knew like the exchange, like she was being disrespectful, because there's a whole border woman that sit on the, whoa, I thought the door locked at me. There's a whole border woman that sit on the other side of that door. That pakeha lady would never talk to them like that. She would never talk to any of them like that. The exchange would have not went the way that it went. But she felt within her rights to have that exchange with me. And so I could feel that. I could feel like, I'm like, you wouldn't talk to anyone else around here like that. As our customers, like sometimes the way our customers talk to us, like I'll be letting them know, like, no, you're being rude or you're being like lots of little requests, like absolutely not, you know? 30 minutes of rambling, I still haven't finished the bread and the door's still open. Let's do it.